All right. Yes. I'm ready to go, guys. My name's Corey Neese. This is going to be the first part of the Twitter Marketing Domination series, and I call it that for a reason because I want to teach you guys literally how to dominate on Twitter, how you can make thousands of dollars using Twitter alone, and how you can get hundreds and hundreds of leads for your business. It doesn't matter if it's offline, online, network marketing, whatever. If you want to promote Quanta, if you want to promote something else, I want to teach you how to do that using Twitter and how to dominate. And you can see right here on my profile, I got about 21,000 followers. I'm following about 16K. And before I get any more into the video, I want to let you guys know that a lot of what I'm going to go over today is just simply talking to you guys to give you an understanding and hopefully to build the foundation for your knowledge of Twitter marketing and how to actually do it effectively in today's internet marketing industry, because there's so many people out there on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and they just have no clue what they're doing. They just do not do it right. I see guys all the time just posting links upon links, just down their wall, and that just turns so many people off. And that's I'm not going to teach you guys to do that. I'm going to teach you to share pictures, how to get a bunch of retweets, how to grow your network, how to build your brand, and basically how to find your target prospect. So that's all the stuff I'm going to be going over today, guys. Like I said, I've had pretty good results with internet marketing, and I think it starts with finding the perfect prospect that you want to have for your business, and how you can do that I think is think of who you actually want to work with and who you want to attract into your life and into your business. Who's an ideal client that you would like to talk to on the phone, that you would like to message on Twitter or Facebook. For example, some of the problems that my perfect prospect has would be like lacking cash flow, struggles with clarity, direction. A lot of people have information overload when they go on the internet and they're trying to build their network marketing business online. Maybe they're just lacking a freedom of lifestyle and they're just going through so much pain they just don't want to do their business anymore. That's what we want to solve, guys. You can make a bunch of money when you can pinpoint those problems and pains of your target market and then provide the solutions in the most applicable way for them to use what you have to offer to help solve their pain, to help solve their problem. So basically, a good way to think of it as whatever niche you're in, home business, network marketing niche, this is what I like to do. This is a great way to start off with, finding your target market and attracting more of those followers that are actually in your target market. Then eventually, you'll have a lot of people following you, like myself, who are actually in the niche that I want to market to. So, for example, some target markets could be, network marketing, internet marketing, home business, whatever it is. You want to go to people who have already established themselves as leaders in that industry. So basically, how I've done it is I go to profiles like Eric Worre, and this should probably be pretty familiar to most of you guys. Eric Worre is a big-time network marketing leader, big-time blogger. I mean, he's retired, but now he does all the, the network marketing training and that stuff. So he's definitely a guy that I like to check his profile out, because, you can just see he's got all these followers. Network marketing right there. Click on the followers, and this is so easy. This is basic training for getting a targeted following on Twitter. I haven't really ever seen too many people teach this, but I mean, this is all you need to do. Go here. It'd be funny if some of you guys are like following him and I'm like following you as I'm doing this training. Anyway, see internet marketing, I'm gonna follow. Just follow as many people who are in network marketing or internet marketing, usually it always says, you can see right here, traction marketing entrepreneur, follow them, you know. You want to follow all those people, and what you want to do is follow about 50 to 100 people in your target market every day, just to be safe, and then over time you can raise the number. And also I'm gonna teach you guys how I got so many followers, because all the followers that I have aren't actually real, which is okay though, because about 11,000 of them are real, and they're targeted, and they have a relationship with me, and that means they're sharing my stuff, they're clicking on my links, and they actually care for what I have to say, and they like to check, they like to check me out. They trust me. I can point them to my blog. I can point them to some type of link that could help them, or somebody else's content, and we're going to get into that too later. Like I said, this is the first video, and I'm going to teach you guys, what to actually tweet, how often to tweet, what to say, how you should say it. I have some tricks and stuff to show you guys how to tweet on autopilot, and how to put all your social media on autopilot if you really want to. You still want to tweet and use Facebook like in person, like at the moment, just because you don't want to rely on everything autopilot, because some things mess up. There's glitches and that stuff. But I'm going to get more into that later. Right now I'm going to get more into the following ratio and how you want to keep a good ratio to prevent Facebook from blocking your account. That's happened to me a couple times, so I want to help you guys prevent that from happening again, so it never happens to me either. And by the way, everything I'm sharing with you right now about finding your target market and going to these big time profiles and following people, I'm gonna have all this stuff on like a Word document just typed out. I'm gonna give you step-by-step instruction, what to do first, how to pimp out your profile account, when to tweet, what to tweet, who to follow. I'm going to go over all of this stuff, basically in order. I'm gonna lay it out and write it out for you, so then you can easily go through this guide anytime you want. You'll have full access to this group, as long as you stay with us and go through the training and implement it. Really, you should get the results. There's no reason why you can't, and we're here to help you. So basically, what I want to do next is show you this site that I went to. It's called tweepy.com, and tweepy.com allows me to unfollow people. I'm going to show you guys, and this is key, because as you go to the profiles, as you go to the Eric Worre and the Alex Morton and the Ray Higdon and the Todd Falcone and all these big time network marketers and entrepreneurs and those guys, and you follow their followers, because more than likely the people following them is in our target market. So remember that. You want to follow them, but over time not everyone is going to follow you back. So the people that you're following who aren't following you back, you want to flush them, because it's not doing you any good if you're just following a bunch of people who aren't following you, because they're never going to see your stuff. So you might as well go to tweepy.com right here, and you can hit the manage Twitter button, go to the flush to on followers, and this helps keep your account looking normal. That way you're not following like 50,000 and you only have like 5,000 followers, because in Twitter's eyes that's like a red sign going up or an alarm going off that says something's weird here, and then they want to check you out, and then they have these computers, and then they suspend people's accounts and that type of stuff. And you definitely don't want that happening, because Twitter is so important, I think, for people to build their brand, and it's the fastest way to grow your network compared to any other social network out there. So what I like to do, I can log in via Twitter. I mean, I'm already signed in my Twitter, so hopefully it works, so I can show you guys. It says redirecting you back to the app. Twitter is getting your friends and followers. Count to 10, refresh the page. Usually it'll be about 10 seconds. I don't have over 50,000 followers yet, so just be patient with that. I'm going to try to refresh it now. and everything will show up right here once it loads. You can see right here all of these people are not following me back. 6,500 people, which isn't really that bad because I'm following 16,000 and I have over 21,000 followers, 11,000 of which are real. So there's like 10,000 people that aren't following me, or that I'm not following back. I'm pretty sure, if that makes sense. Either way, you just go here, go to this site. I know it might be kind of repetitive, but this is all I do. I just keep on following all these people, and it's so easy because it's easy to do it on a laptop. I would recommend doing this on a laptop for sure. It's easy to unfollow these people, and this is good because you're getting rid of the people who you're following. Now you can go back to your account, and once it loads, and then over time you can keep following more and more people, and eventually you're just gonna keep gaining followers. You're gonna keep unflushing the followers here, like I've showed you. That's my strategy. I mean, that's what's worked for me really well. I mean, I was a guy, I used to have 347 followers, and now I got, you know, it says 21,000, and I'm gonna get to that part too. 10,000 of those I actually bought, and that's a good idea. I'd recommend buying some followers for about 15-20 bucks, I think, at this site. It's called How Do I Get More Followers.net. Because if you buy followers, then already in Twitter's eyes, you already have a ton of followers, and that's definitely not right. But anyway, when you buy followers, you already have a lot in Twitter's eyes, even though you technically don't. So then it's easier for you to follow a ton of people. Like, you know, you can follow 400 or 500 people eventually some days and still have way more, you know, following you, in quotations, because really, you know, they're fake. But over time, you will eventually get more real followers than the amount of people that you're following. It just depends how well you use the Tweepy site that I showed you. Remember, just log in with your Twitter account. I want to show you guys here, if I can find the right website, of how I got a bunch of fake followers, because that was key. You know, that was really key to get a bunch of followers. How do I get followers? .net. Hopefully this is right. Oh, I think it looks like it's right. And remember, if you have any questions with this stuff, guys, because I know it's a lot of information, and I'm just sharing my screen, and I might be hard to focus, just please focus, concentrate on the stuff. If you have questions, obviously feel free to, you know, reach out to me. I'm here to help you guys answer the questions and get you guys' Twitter accounts popping off and start dominating on Twitter. You know, that's what I want to happen. So keep that in mind. I'm very helpful. You know, as long as you're willing to work, you watch the video. You know, I'm willing to help you guys out. See, you can see right here, Twitter followers. This site is called How Do I Get Followers.net. And remember, everything I'm going over, I'm going to put it in a I'm going to put it in a document, step by step. All the sites. I'm going to give you all the links. I'm going to give you, you know, the action plan, what to do first, and all that stuff. So it's going to be really easy to follow under you know, under the files and the secret account, or not the Facebook group that we're going to have with all this stuff. And you can see right here, you can buy 10,000 followers. You receive it in up to a day to 2 days. High quality. I don't really know if they're real or not. I'm pretty sure they're fake, like fake people, but real accounts, I guess, if that's what you want to say. For 27 bucks. So I mean, that's cool. You know, because when I had 347 followers, and then I bought 10K, then I had over 10,000, and I was only following like 500 people. So I could easily follow like 10,000 people, and I just started, boom, just gaining followers left and right. And as you can see, I've been able to get a bunch of retweets, shares, people click on my links, and all that type of stuff. So hopefully that sinks in. If not, obviously ask me questions or whatever. And the next thing I want to talk about is your personal brand before I end this, because I want it to be about 15 minutes a piece or so per video, so that it's not too much information at once. And then you guys can watch these videos in order as many times as you like. So with the personal brand is, you know, whatever you want it to be. You know, when I think of personal brand, I think, what do you want to represent? Like, who are you as a person? And this is probably the most important question. So if you have a pen and paper, which I recommend taking notes on this stuff, even though I'm gonna have the document, you know, the WordPad worksheet or whatever, with the step-by-steps and all the resources. But in case you're taking notes, I would write this question down right here about personal branding on Twitter. What do you want people to think of you when they what do you want people to think of when they think of you? When they think of you on Twitter, when they see your profile, when they see your tweets, what do you want them to think? That's basically your personal brand, because you know what that is the public and your followers' perception of you, basically. And obviously you can't control how people think, but you can influence them in a certain way that makes you look good, and that makes you look, you know, credible, and makes you look professional. Whatever your brand is, try to pinpoint it very specifically to, you know, your target market, and to make them feel a certain way about you. You want them to think good things when they see you. I know it's pretty like common sense, but that's key, because it's all about relationships. It's all about the influence that you have with your following. It doesn't matter if you have 50,000 followers. If you can't get 5 retweets or more, and I see you have 50,000 followers, I know something's up, because I only have like 10,000 real followers, and I can get 30, 40, 50 retweets. You know, because I've created context with my followers. I respond to them when they respond to me. I retweet them. I favorite their stuff. You know, I DM them. I talk to people. And the main thing, too, that you always hear all the time, is probably redundant, and you're probably sick of hearing it, but it's so true, is you have to consistently share value. Stuff like this, you know, work hard, do your best. Like, that's just simple, you know, inspiration, value, getting people to focus on good stuff. You know, pictures, motivation, advice, whatever it is. You know, if your target prospect wants to learn marketing, share some type of marketing video with them that you shot about how to get leads on YouTube, or maybe somebody else's video like Ray Higdon, or maybe share an Eric Worre video from time to time, or you know, just be yourself. You know, have fun on Twitter, have fun, and you know, be easy to relate to, but at the same time you have to represent your brand, whatever you want it to be. That's what you have to focus on every single day. Like, I use Twitter every single day, and you have to be consistent with sharing photos and that type of stuff. The main thing with branding, I think, is just being consistent. You don't want to like be, you know, all out there. You don't want to be like one day negative, the next day all happy, the next day talking about video games, the next day talking about network marketing, the next day talking about work, and the next day talking about partying. You want to be consistent, you know, unless that is your brand, where you're just all over and you're kind of that random personality. That's okay, but you want to make sure people know exactly what they're going to get when they go to your profile, when they see your tweets. You want to give them a reason to actually follow you. You know, people have to have a benefit in knowing you. Otherwise, what's the point of following you? You know, so that's kind of the mindset and how you want to think. Something also to keep in mind, you know, what to post and how to attract more followers just naturally, because over time you will get more followers if you're using your real name. Like here, my real name. Use your real name. Don't put any stupid, made up, stupid names. Like, it's just dumb. Every time I see it, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, just use your real name so people actually know who the heck they're talking to. stuff to post funny stuff, quotes, personal info. I recommend kind of being like an open book, sharing yourself with your following so they get to know you better and faster, and that's how you create that residual relationship is what I like to call it. And then over time, you'll be able to reach out to people, or they will reach out to you through the attraction marketing we teach, and you've already developed a relationship with them because of everything you've been sharing day in and day out, that they get to see who you are, what type of personality you have, and what they can expect from you. So that's how you build that long-term relationship, by being consistent with posting value and really just building your brand every single day in and day out. What also to post resources of yours, if you have a blog, if you have anything that help anybody out in your niche, obviously post that. Resources of others, maybe like a Tony Robbins video, Eric Worre video, Ray Higdon, etc., etc. I mean, that's the type of stuff that you want to post. And some things to keep in mind why people will follow you, just because it's simple, basic psychology, is they can learn something from you, they can be entertained, they can connect to others through you. So if they see you automatically have, over 10,000 followers, like I recommend buying them from this site, they're going to be like, wow, this guy's already successful, he knows what he's doing on Twitter, I can ask him for advice. They already look up to you in a way. That's how you build that credibility with getting the high followers. But remember, it's not about how many followers you have. It's about how well of a relationship and how much influence you actually have with your followers. And that's something that I'm really going to teach and hit hard on the next video as I wind this one up. But basically, it's pretty straightforward. There's a lot of common sense about building your brand on Twitter. I would write that down. What do you want people to think when they think of you? That's your personal brand. And just share stuff, share value, pictures, quotes, life sayings, anything that's gonna relate and resonate with your target market, and just do it every day, day in and day out. Use this, flush the people that don't follow you back, and I mean, basically, like, that's everything on part one in terms of the Twitter marketing domination part one, and the target market prospect and all that stuff. In the next series, I'm going to get into more of actually what you're posting specifically, what time you should be posting stuff, how often you should post links, stuff like that. I think are going to be really good questions and answers that you'll be able to have now. And also, I'm going to get into creating more of the context and building the relationships and creating influence with your following, and basically giving you guys then a step-by-step game plan and action plan of what you can do in the following months to see your followers go from very low to skyrocketing high numbers, and basically, how you can start using Twitter as an amazing prospecting and marketing platform to build your brand, to get your name out there, and basically to obviously build your business and become a lot more successful in whatever you're promoting. So with that being said, I mean, that's everything, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If, like I said earlier, if you have questions, obviously feel free to hit me up, Joey, Craig, and we'll get you guys' questions answered. Other than that, I think that's about it. Thanks, guys. Peace.